Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So today I'm going to talk about best friend breakups, which is either where your best friend tells you or shows you that she wants to stop being friends with you, or when you do the same thing to your best friend. So if you're the friend getting broken up with, you're probably going to be really hurt and think, what's wrong with me? What did I do to cause this to happen? But I think that's the totally wrong perspective. Just like in a normal breakup where someone can break up with you and it's just because they're not compatible with you, you guys don't click, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with either of you. It just that means that together you're not a good couple. And it's the same exact way with friends. You might have clicked awesomely in the past, but then as you grow up, you grow apart, and that's fine, and you don't need to be scared of that. You don't need to be hurt by that. And even though you may not have realized it right when it happened, you might have been ready to move on from that friendship too if she was realizing that you guys weren't clicking anymore, and you might have just been so used to that person that you were almost lying to yourself that you were still the same people. It's been 4 years since I was a freshman in high school, and each year I changed a little bit more. My personality, my confidence level, just everything. And that's how it is growing up, more than once you become an adult. You're going to be changing all the time, and so it's so normal to have friendship breakups and new groups. Someone might want to stop being best friends with you as if they have grown up and matured and then you haven't. And that's no one's fault. That's just how things worked out. And I think that a lot of people are in your life for a season and they leave, but I think that's fine. If they grew up faster than you and changed, that's cool that they're a different person now. But that doesn't mean you need to conform to who they are. You just need to be true to who you are, what your personality is telling you, what your interests are. So after you find out that your best friend doesn't want to be friends with you, or even if you realize that your best friend is a negative influence on you and you tell her that you're over the friendship, I think either way you could be really hurting. I really love experiencing pain because it causes you to understand compassion and it forces you to draw towards God for strength. And that's why we have painful stuff and suffering happen in our life. If everything just went perfectly in our lives, then we wouldn't really need God for anything, and we wouldn't have compassion for other people who are suffering. So this is just the best opportunity to reach out to people who may not have a core friend group, become their friend. A lot of times when you're surrounded by so many friends, you almost forget that there's people around you who are by themselves, sitting alone. But when you have that break off with your best friend, now you almost have a new perspective where you're seeing other people don't have friends. And so I think you should approach them and become their friend. If you're going through some sort of friendship breakup right now, I am positive that you're going to be able to look back at this situation years from now and see it as a positive thing. Because when you're forced to connect with other people, it just brings so much flavor into your life and you get to see things through a new perspective. I have moved around so much in my life. I went to 5 different schools, and then if you count college, this is technically my 6th school. So I'm used to making new friends. And what I've learned is that you really need to be the one to step up and reach out and start conversations with people, or they won't even notice you. Because honestly, when you're in a friend group, you don't even notice the people around you because you're so absorbed in your own conversations. And I think all of us need to work on that. Just remember that some people may not have the best friends right now. They might be lonely, and so you need to kind of be looking out for opportunities to show love to other people and to befriend other people. I'm not really afraid of change because I've moved so much in my life that I'm used to it, but a lot of people are because it's the fear of the unknown. But the unknown is usually something awesome. And I'm actually staring at the ocean right now, and I just think of if you went sailing off into the ocean, it'd be pretty scary, but you'd end up on a really cool island. I'm not that scared of the unknown because, as a lyric from a Rachel Chan song goes, wherever you lead me, you're already there. And so God is going to be with you whenever, wherever, what type of friends you have, and your identity should be placed in Him. And if it is in Him, then you have this solid ground that's never going to be shaken, and that is going to determine your happiness, not whether or not your friends accept you. One of my favorite bands is Sidewalk Prophets, and in their song Keep Making Me off their new album, they have a lyric that goes, "Make me lonely so I can be yours, till I want no one more than you, Lord." And so God might be using this situation to force you to draw closer to Him and to have an awesome personal relationship with Him. In first world countries, we don't really have to rely on God for our basic needs, and so it's situations like this that we're forced to rely on God, that force us to have faith that He's going to come through and make it right. This goes with everything in life. If you don't ever have negative moments, then you're not going to see the positive moments as good things, as things that you're blessed because you're going to have nothing to compare them to. So use this opportunity to draw closer to God and to reach out to other people who might be going through similar stuff that you are. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in next video. Bye. Does happen, just ignore it and forgive people and apologize and it'll go away. Maya loves dance. Where do you get all your zebra swag? I create zebra swag, but yeah, I love zebra print if you didn't notice. And my little zebra pillow pet is